So I'm gonna be so honest, this video may never be released, you may never see this shit, this video may just rot away on a hard drive to the end of my days until 2050 when the fucking robots take over and we're all enslaved or something, I don't know. But I just want to vent. I don't really have many friends that would either probably relate to this in any way, shape, or form and or give a fuck if I told them about it, but I've had a long day, man. I know you guys probably don't know it, but streaming and YouTube and all this shit is just like my favorite thing in the world, so it's like my venting place. And before I even get into any of this, if the title is cringy, I'm sorry. I don't know what the fuck the title is. I don't know what kind of video this is going to be. I just wanted to share some thoughts, and this ain't no fucking philosophy video, but I mean, what can you really title it? The main thing that I wanted to talk about today was the fact that I was streaming, and you guys know I do that shit all the time. I've been doing it for the past 2 years. But as of lately, I've been streaming on TikTok, which has been a lot of fun. I've made a lot of new friends, met a lot of new people, played a bunch of different games, and it always does pretty well over there. And that's what's so nice about the platform is the fact that if you do start streaming over there, it's a lot easier to grow. But two things that suck about it is the fact that if you don't play the same game over and over and over and over and over, your fucking stream is going to die out and get a whole new fan base for each game that you play. I struggle with that right now because I streamed Elden Ring. I had a bunch of Elden Ring fandom people in my fucking stream. Then I went from that to Red Dead. Then everybody loved on Red Dead. And then when I went from Red Dead to Spider-Man, I got a whole new crowd, and that fucking sucks. But one of the main things that I have a problem with on TikTok is the drive-by hate. If you stream on any of these scrolling platforms, you know that people will come by and say some of the most heinous shit. And or if you go on one of these and you see a stream that maybe someone looks fucking stupid on and they're acting, lashing out or whatever, or they say something you don't like, you can fucking squeeze in a joke and dip and have no recollection of them ever even existing. I feel like the drive-by hate fucking sucks because it works a lot more than you guys think. And honestly, I've ruined a lot of moods and it's really been affecting my mood. So I wanted to kind of talk about that a little bit. A lot of people come by and bring up shit like your appearance, how you talk, how you walk, you're shitty at the game you're playing, whatever they want to say to try and get a reaction out of you, they're going to throw that shit out there. One of the funnier ones is people being freaky as hell. I don't really mind when you guys come by and say some freaky shit. That's kind of funny. But the mean shit, it gets exhausting, and even I'm guilty of doing it. A lot of the times people come by my stream and say some of the most heinous shit, and I'll dish it right back to them because I think it's kind of fun. Sometimes when we get in the rhythm of joking and cutting up with people, it's a fun time. It's not really, it's lighthearted fun. It's nothing personal, and we're all talking shit on each other, but it's really no big deal. But when it does get to that certain point where it's like too deep, that's when shit gets fucked up. Anything of that sort that's super personal is just fucked up. Like even I'm guilty of it. I had a bad problem with if somebody cracked a good joke at me, immediately I'm bringing up the fact that you probably don't have a dad. Honestly, as bad as I hate to admit this too, it worked every time because I mean 1 out of 4 of you guys probably don't have one present and or had a bad experience with him. So that fucking joke always landed. I probably ruined a lot of people's days with it. If you come by and you joke and say some heinous shit, I'm probably just going to ignore you and ban you. That's what I usually do. But the thought of the fact that people scrolling by could have their day ruined too because of something I said, like let's say somebody in their life really is struggling with their damn, not knowing their dad or whatever the fuck that may be. What if somebody's really struggling with that and they hear that while they're scrolling past my stream? What if you're scrolling past somebody's stream and you don't know they're struggling with certain shit and you say it in their stream and fuck their whole week up? Everyone acts like it's just rage baiting and shit like that, but I mean, you're being an asshole and you're excusing it by being a part of the internet trend, but it's not something you can comfortably sleep at night with that on your conscience if you're a normal human being. I feel like jokes are jokes, but when we make things too personal and say shit that we don't really realize someone could be struggling with and going through, it's just too much. Like, I don't know why you gotta say shit to try and get somebody to crash out or have a reaction when it's just too far. Talking shit on somebody that's like shitty at a game, that's one thing. But saying stuff like, for example, the whole reason I'm making this video is because someone come to my stream earlier and they said, oh man, I'm at work. I wish I was unemployed like you and could play games all day. You know what I mean? That's just too far. That's not really a joke. You're just being a dick. And honestly, I mean, it hits me hard. That's something that when someone quote unquote cracks a joke about it, I mean, it's fucking insulting. All I did was I completely ignored it and I just blocked him and carried on with my day, but it really fucks with my mood. My initial gut reaction was immediately to go to his profile. When I went to his profile, his daughter was his profile picture, and that's too much ammo as is. My first gut reaction was going to say, oh man, I wish I worked a deadbeat fucking job like you do to feed a baby that's not even mine. There's no point. Because then I'm insulting his personal shit, and he's insulting my personal shit, and we don't even know each other at all. But I'm making it more personal than he's even making it. But it just called me on a bad day. I just had a fucking bad day. I'm not happy, and he caught the butt end of my shit nearly. You know what I mean? It's the self-awareness of which you need to like have. After ending my stream, I even looked for his fucking profile for like 30 minutes because I was gonna DM him to that, and then it just took me a long time to sit back and go, wow, that's fucking immature. I don't know why I have to always strike back at him for joking about something, even if I am sensitive about it, even if it is something that I struggle with. Why does it matter? Why would you waste your time to say it in the first place? He should have been being a dad to his fucking baby daughter instead of sitting here scrolling through streams on the internet and saying shit to randoms. If he was at work, he should have been fucking working than sitting there and scrolling, saying shit to randoms for no reason. And the more I thought about it, I just realized, you know, you never know what he could be going through either. He's probably fighting for custody of that fucking baby. He could be a raging alcoholic because, honestly, the picture was of his baby daughter holding a box of Bush apples. I can't make this shit up. Yeah, I just feel like some days I can take jokes and stuff, but some days I just don't want to be harassed all day, every day by everybody I either don't know at all or really care about. Another thing is people will come by and they'll get that energy off your stream that, you know, you always cut up and shit like that, and you always, you know, that's just your whole vibe. And they'll say this heinous mean shit off the rip when maybe it's not the same vibe that day. I feel like you got to read the room. If I'm playing a story game and I'm sitting there vibing and I'm not saying anything, we're kind of just sitting there, you don't have to immediately pull it out your ass that, oh, you need to fucking end your life. Like, it's just not that far. You got to read the room and vibe of every conversation you have in real life, and you can't just, you and Larry at work have been out off the clock and joked about some crazy shit, and then you walk up in front of everybody else and joke about the crazy shit that y'all joked about when you were out of work. You can't do that at work. If you hope I get an illness and croak and you fucking hate me, trust me, I've prayed for it 1,000 times. If you're an old friend of mine and you think I treated you like shit, trust me, I know, I think about it all the time. If you find enjoyment of saying shit like that to people and watching them just, I don't know, spiral into just some bullshit, I think you need help. I think you really need to like get some fucking help. You have like BPD or something. And I got bipolar, but like, damn, dog, like that shit is terrible. You're losing your morals. I feel like we could all treat people better, and this is kind of my milestone of which I'm going to try and treat people better. I'm going to try and keep my jokes within a certain range. I don't want to fucking joke about people's families. I don't want to joke about people's shit. I think I need to tone myself back, so this is more of just me sharing with the crowd and being like, you need to tone yourself back. If you find somebody annoying or not funny, just don't watch their shit. Don't interact. If their sense of humor isn't for you, then you ain't got to be there. My sense of humor isn't for everybody. I know my face and my voice isn't for everybody, but you ain't got to fucking, I don't know, make it so personal and shit on me all day, because maybe your voice isn't for me, maybe your face isn't for me, but maybe you don't interact with me, my preferred type, but I'm not gonna wish death on you. I'm not gonna fucking demolish you with my words just because I don't like you. We can go our separate ways and keep ourselves as strangers. And if you do completely just go drive by strangers hating on them for no reason while they're either live streaming, fucking making music, whatever they could possibly be doing where you get to interact with them, well, you are wasting your energy on that shit, dog. Like you got other shit to do in life than that, bro. There's more to life than just endlessly scrolling and throwing hate at people because you don't like your own fucking life. Anyways, that's really all I have for this video. I don't know what else to talk about. This may never see the light of day. This may never be released. I have no idea. But if it is released, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you get something from it or something else. You know, maybe you get some answers that maybe I don't fucking have. I don't know. It's however you make it. So, yeah.